Continuation of the previous video, but today's video is going to be short because I'm running out of time and something came up. So pardon me for that. Team teaching method. Team teaching is an innovative approach in teaching large groups in which two or more teachers are involved in planning, executing, and evaluating the learning experience for a group of students. Advantages: sharing the best faculty by more students, optimum use of multiple teaching techniques and devices, improvement of teaching quality. The limitations: finding teachers with special competencies is a difficult task. When more teachers are required for this method, not useful teaching all subjects, and then requires much time for planning and scheduling. TV or video presentation. Television or video presentation is an improved presentation of radio or audio presentation, and it can visually bring the whole world inside the classroom. Screening of video presentation is followed by discussion or task. Advantages: many important personalities and experts are brought to the classroom through video presentation, specifically useful for adult learners. Illustrated lectures and demonstrations can be supplemented by other teachers. Teaching instructional facilities such as slides, models, specimens, etc. easily accessible for learners in remote areas. Specifically useful subjects such as geography, astronomy, etc. Limitation is less possibility of a two-way communication. There can be difficulty in adjusting to complicated schedule to telecast period. Mixed group teaching methods. Most of the models of instructional delivery for the learning of smaller groups numbering between 3 and 12 trainees lean toward trainee-centered approach. Some of these methods are group discussion, seminar, project work, tutorials, role-playing, etc. These are briefly discussed. Group discussion or GD. This may be counted under small as large group teaching methods. It is one of the oldest methods used by Greek scholars and scholars from Nalanda University. Forms of discussion. A discussion method of teaching is a democratic method used to develop better understanding among students. For supplementing a lecture in connection with an observational visit or case presentation, and for sharing information. In this method of considering various facts about the topic under consideration, understanding these facts by studying their relationships and drawing out conclusions of the facts and their relationships are studied. It stimulates students' thinking process to analyze and integrate facts and help in developing their abilities in presentation of their ideas and facts clearly and fluently. Then forms of discussion. The types of discussion can be classroom discussion, formal group discussion, discussion in terms of symposium, panel, seminars, and conference. Classroom discussion. It is an informal method of discussion. Formal group discussion is a bit formal. Planned, partly planned. Yeah, this topics we just covered yesterday. Today we are going to learn about seminar. It is a type of group discussion where one trainee or several prepare a paper on a given topic, issue, or problem, which is then presented to the whole group of discussion and analysis. A series of seminars can be presented by the trainees around a major topic so that they form a linked series of discussions. The main advantage in seminar are a presentation of paper and discussion on it. Seminars can be bigger ones also. This method gives more independence, which leads to development of presentation skills of participants. It provides opportunity for the trainees to prepare and contribute to a particular topic thoroughly. It provides opportunity to the trainees towards practical group leadership and allows them to use analytical skill, research on conclusions, solve a problem, etc. The limitations: it is time consuming and may cause stress to participants. Then it needs a group of trainees with fairly high level of attainment. Panel discussion. A panel consists of a small group of 6 to 8 people. They carry on a guided and informal discussion before an audience. For example, a panel discussion takes place on the issue of climate change. The leader must, in addition, take special care to select the panel members who can think and speak effectively. He must also be sure that they prepare themselves to discuss the subject. Then advantages: panel discussion, if well conducted, are usually more interesting to the audience than the single speaker forum, usually on socially relevant issues. Limitations: bringing experts to a small forum can be difficult. The audience is not actively involved. Brainstorming. Brainstorming is a creative group work in which the group members produce a large number of ideas quickly on a given topic or problem for subsequent evaluation. In this method, anyone can exchange remarks with anyone except that the participants are not allowed to criticize the ideas at the time when views are being invited. Sometimes quantity of ideas is more important than quality. Spontaneity is the hallmark of brainstorming sessions. Several rounds of brainstorming are conducted till all the ideas are exhausted. Participants are then asked to evaluate all ideas and list the best ones. It encourages creativity that helps trainers to produce, think, and explore ideas. Scope for proper participation. It is economical and it does not require much preparation. Limitations: it is not a very systemic way of studying a subject. There is a possibility of some trainees being reluctant to participate. Project method: this can be described as both a small group and an individualization instruction. In this method, the studies are allowed to explore and experience their environment through their senses and direct their own learning by their individual interests. Very little is taught from the textbook, and the emphasis is on experimental learning rather than rote learning and memorization. A project method classroom focuses on democracy and collaboration to solve purposeful problems. And advantages: students are likely to develop the habit of critical thinking. They develop the habit of working in teams. Limitations: continuous monitoring may be required, additional resources may be required. Role playing has been used effectively by many teachers to help solve classroom interpersonal problems and to teach human relations skills in the classroom. Role playing has also been used to facilitate subject matter learning through the dramatization of literary and historical works and historical or current events. All these uses, role playing provides the student with a dramatic confrontation and clarification. This is the semblance to real life situations, interactions, and interesting. It entails participation of every member of the group. It gives immediate feedback. It develops social decision making, problem solving, negotiating, and manipulating skills. It is effective to change the attitude of the participants. Limitations: it has unpredictable outcomes. Real life situations are usually more complex. It requires considerable amount of resource. Stimulation means creating conditions that are quite similar to actual conditions, and then training is provided under those conditions. For example, the training of pilots and astronauts take place in conditions that are quite similar to actual flight conditions. Stimulation is specifically used for training purpose. They are economical in long run. Safety aspects are taken care of. Limitations: it enables high initial investment in machinery, equipment. Tutorial method is a method employed for teaching small groups, for developing skills, for solving numerical problems, providing individual guidance, and sorting personal problems. It is appropriate for taking care of individual differences and guiding the students as per their needs. Mystery learning: comprehending concepts, principles, and their applications, and for medial exercise. Advantages: focused attention generates more ideas, better control over pace of teaching and learning process. Limitations: it is difficult to find a suitable pace if the trainees vary greatly in ability. It can be time consuming. Then a demonstration method. This method is based on the principle of learning by doing and learning from concrete to abstract. The term demonstration means to show. It is adopted in the classroom for the achievement of cognitive, affective, and psychomotor objectives. Demonstration can be defined as a combination of verbal explanation coupled with a live display of using apparatus for presenting important facts, ideas, or processes. It may entail audiovisual explanation. Advantages: it is effective in explaining materials, objects, and ideas. It is effective in explaining abstract concepts. It is useful for achieving objectives in cognitive, psychomotor, and affective domains, as there is mental and physical participation of students. Then only few get opportunities to participate in an experimental process. Next topic is about learner-centered teaching method like assignments, case study, programmed instruction, personalized system of instruction, computer assisted learning, etc., which we will be learning with the help of next video. Thank you. And the learner-centered teaching method tried to accommodate the differences displayed between the learners. The main teaching methods include assignments, case study approach, computer-based learning, open learning, personalized system of instruction, and programmed instructions, which are discussed. Like assignments are given to students for a number of purposes, such as for acquiring additional information, surveying application of knowledge, and solving numerical problems.